It could be a hat. It could be the cap to a very large marker.
Put it on as a hat. Does it work as a hat?
It's not going to work as a hat. Hey everybody, welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Oh, that's crazy. It's crazy.
It really
What is
works.
that? It's heavy, yeah.
It doesn't work as a hat.
It looks like a marker cap. I'm Kevin Pereira. Oh, that's heavy.
Hey everybody, I'm Olivia Munn, and we're live on Tuesday, April 22nd. I'm coming to you from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles, but I'd like to say a big thank you to all of our very supportive fans for helping to make our 420 Jamaican special the highest rated show on G4.
Biggest attack of the show. So hey, stoners, thanks for getting too big to change the channel.
Yeah.
I can't reach for it. Forget it.
We
Just leave it on.
appreciate it. Thank you.
On today's show, Wizards throwing it down. And around the net, we're going to show you a gang of rapping wizards freestyling a tune that you won't soon forget. Plus, just in time for the Pennsylvania primary, our choice for president is back. Cobra Commander is on the campaign trail, and we'll check in with him to see how his bid for president is going. Cobra!
We head to New York Comic Con to talk exclusively with the cast of Iron Man, Hellboy 2, and The Incredible Hulk. And then we'll show you some break moments in DF. We've teamed up with Break.com and are presenting the hard facts that we as a society are moving backwards. Today we'll see a kid run over his sister and a dude who sets himself afire.
Time now for the business at hand as we run down the top 5 things on the web right now.
Going around the net.
By showing you the perfect harmony between humans and the animal kingdom.
That's right. Birds are creatures of freedom, and when they allow themselves to be harnessed by humans, it shows trust and a balance in God's universe. This is why our planet is so beautiful. Dear.
Okay, now. There's some excitement here, but I understand that there's some apprehension as to why that clip was
everyone's
so
clapping because
amazing.
They've seen it. They work here,
they're paid to. But let's see it again in slow motion this time. Okay, again, awesome.
Yeah.
But you might still not be convinced, and I understand that. So pay attention to the beak. Let's see it again, super slow-mo. Hold on.
Okay.
We have contact in 3, 2, 1. That's a beak of the nose!
That's to get 3 into the beak.
Look at some brain. And I'm not a nature expert, but I think the beak penetrated the dude's nose by like 3 inches.
Yeah.
So well done.
Yeah. Now listen, people. If we let our guard down for just a second, the creatures of this planet will kill us.
Yeah, our only chance at survival is pollution. I mean, humans will adapt. The raccoon will not.
No. So coming in at number 4, we're looking at no-nonsense-self-defense.com.
It's a great site.
It is great to see how to correctly have a knife fight.
All right, Olivia, you're a seasoned vet.
Yes,
I mean, I've seen you do the training. It's on the back. It's on your resume.
A lot of people don't know. I actually created and marketed the actual. It's the non-attempted murder stance.
Right. It's for shallow stabs only.
Yeah.
I mean, the cops will let that slide in bar brawls, and it's very cool.
It's a shallow.
Here's the problem, Olivia. These days, so many amateurs are getting into knife fights. And lucky for us, we have Mark the Animal Mac Young and Richard Dobson. And they're going to teach us how to win a street knife fight and actually kill somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, bear in mind, these are the professionals.
An effective attack is an attack that hurts your opponent, makes sure he can't get up, right? He's down. He's not going to be much of a threat to you. The other thing that this video is going to do is to teach you how to attack correctly. Let me tell you, people, there's a lot of stuff here that you're going to be learning today that is definitely something that you've never heard of before. And to tell you the truth, you may not want to know it. Okay, I'm going to show you now the difference between an effective attack and a correct attack. Boom. From this position, excuse me, I can do all sorts of fancy kung fu moves. Now, this is a correct attack. Okay?
Excuse me, moving on. Mark Animal Mac Young grew up on gang-infested streets, and his no-nonsense self-defense was developed through years of first-hand experience. So we're told. I mean, come on.
Kevin. It's the ponytail, dude.
What? But oh God! Can I come back now? Is it safe? Whoa! That just happened. See, from any position, she's ready to do crazy kung fu moves. It doesn't matter.
You're safe now. Move on.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Here at Attack of the Show, we support police departments across the country. This thin blue line of selfless men and women is all that stands between civilized society and complete and total anarchy. It's true. I'm glad they support them as well.
Here's something that I think that those of you who watch Attack of the Show know that I am a huge I have a belief, and I promote the policemen.
You service them like a circus seal. It's okay to say because you are proud of them.
I love the Fairfield Police Department in Sacramento, California.
That's it.
Look, policemen, they're just regular people. They have families. They like to chill out and watch TV. And as today's number 3 item proves, they also can't help but laugh at fatties. Big old fatties.
Face away from me! Step to the left! Kick the door shut! Driver! Stop! What I want you to do is pull your shirt up from the top. I want you to turn 360 degrees. Turn around!
Seriously, turn around! Doug, you gotta come see this. Code 14. Get everybody out here.
When he's trying to not laugh, he just screams at him more.
Well, yeah, he's angered by that. Look, when you spend your days taking down perps, you need a little laugh every once in a while. And thanks to that all-seeing eye of the cop's camera, we get to enjoy things like that as well. It's fun.
Plus, we all learned a little something today by watching that video. If you're going to rob a Twinkie store, you better be prepared to face the consequences.
This is true. Very true.
Bad people just don't learn. They just don't learn.
But it's funny. That's funny.
And number 2 today is some stunning footage from a documentary that proves human beings are not necessarily nature's cruelest creatures.
Yes.
I apparently am.
No, that title may be up for grabs by the majestic golden eagle. Now, this is a proud and noble beast, and it hunts its prey. The prey are actually many times its size, and it does so in a manner befitting its lordly status in the animal kingdom.
Muflones, que son presas más fáciles de los lobos y de las águilas.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it any better myself. It's total like frat boy hunting. That's what I love about it. Doug, watch me. I'm gonna drop this goat. Oh.
Ruin it.
That's it. There's a high score game going on there. And of course, because this is in fact Goat Week, we have to let our resident taxidermied goat have a response.
Goat? Fun, but it's hard to see just another coworker, deal with something so difficult.
Yeah, it's funny, you learn from Planet Earth that the tear ducts on the goat are actually located at the top of its horns, which is why, so for most people, it's hard to look at. But, hey guys, that's Earth.
Earth is a bitch.
Thank you. Finally, topping off the internet today is truly and honestly one of the greatest things we have ever seen.
Yeah, it comes to us from the LA sketch comedy troupe Mail Order Comedy and takes us deep into the inner, personal lives of modern wizards.
Now, in case you didn't think throwing fireballs or summoning minions was badass enough, we'd like to submit this as evidence for our case.
Mother wizard man, hopping on that wizard beat all day. ones ain't gon' die. Bulletproof. Step up to me, take aim and cock it. Pull the trigger, now watch, I just smile and block it. What the can you do to kill me? Ha! I got my spells to heal me. Go ahead, roll up with your gats a blast. Then I blast back and kill while the joint's still passing. Mother wizards never die. We don't die, we don't die, we don't die, we don't die. We stay high because wizards never
That's pretty sweet. Like, you know, like to light a blunt with a magic missile would be awesome. If one of my friends could do that.
Yeah, you guys just keep that in mind the next time you want to make fun of a wizard's pointy hat, all
yes,
right?
Gandalf will drop your ass. What? Yeah. He won't think twice. He won't think twice. What? To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
And don't forget to catch tonight's it's 10 o'clock show.
10 o'clock show, everybody, yeah! Oh, there's more. Featuring our new...
After Hour segment.
Yeah! Ooh, After Hours!
It's got exclusive videos.
Oh, yeah! That's exclusive!
Tonight we have girls in green bikinis for Earth Day.
Yeah! So tune in tonight.
I'll be watching.
Right now, time for the only news you need to know. Here's Allison Hayslip and the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, Google's playing in the sandbox and maybe on the way towards creating a social network of their own. Plus, if you're using Netflix to get your Blu-ray fix, you're about to pay a whole lot more for the service. And one organization wants you to try turning off your televisions and computers for a week. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
Today is the hotly contested Pennsylvania Democratic primary, and all the candidates have been, unfortunately, pounding the pavement.
It's true. To make themselves seem more human, the candidates are including the, well, the fluffier shows in the media rounds.
John McCain even made a stop at The View. Because nothing softens your image by sitting down at a sectional sofa to chit-chat with a bunch of ladies.
Yes, but it was another candidate's appearance on the show that made quite a stir on the old interwebs this week.
What's the first three things if and when you win?
Well, Whoopi, I know you gals are always complaining about gassing up the minivan and taking your kids to the doctor. So first, universal health care. I mean, that's a given. Second, of course, I'm obligated to fulfill my campaign promise of tax-free weather domination. So I've got to do that. And third, I will detonate a nuclear device in the San Andreas Fault, sending California careening into the Pacific, making it the ultimate dystopian island paradise, Cobra Island! That should fix this housing crisis I'm hearing so much about.
Would you go to the opening ceremonies of the Olympics if you were president right now?
A very informed and insightful question for a female. You know, I wouldn't go. And not because I take issue with China, but because I have serious ethical problems with the Olympics. I mean, human swimmers trying to outswim other human swimmers? That's not sporting. If you ask me, if it's not a human racing for his life against a genetically modified shark person, I just don't see the point. Also, the athletes should be naked. That's the way they did it back then. No, please. No applause, thank you.
Are you going to push for a draft?
Joy, joy, joy. You ladies get so wound up on this show, seriously. No, I will not be issuing a draft. That's a promise. Because really, there'll be no need. When you sign up for my mandatory health insurance program, you'll be forcibly implanted with a brain chip that will compel you to follow my every command. Uniting the nation in the ultimate Cobra Army! Cobra! La 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 la!
And joining us live via satellite is the independent candidate himself, Mr. Cobra Commander.
Thank you, Olivia. Kevin, it's good to be here, even though it's not a network show like I'm used to.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. Look, Commander, I've got to admit, as impressive as it was, that footage looks a bit fake.
Are you suggesting that the great Cobra Commander, leader of the world-famous Cobra organization, couldn't book a guest spot on The View?
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what we're admitting. Just admit it, Cobra. I mean, you faked the footage.
That is preposterous! Look, I know lots of famous people, Kevin. Maybe you didn't see me at the Pope's birthday party last week. Yeah, I was there. Or perhaps helping out the police infiltrate that polygamous ranch in West Texas. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Hey, hold on. Commander, you are just photoshopping yourself into news events from last week, and you're not really doing it that well, to tell you the truth.
Well, Olivia, you must have seen my good friend George Clooney at my premiere party. I mean, that was the talk of Tinseltown.
What did you have a premiere party? What was the premiere for?
Well, it's for the groundbreaking of the Weather Dominator! Yes, Clooney and I have begun construction on the most terrible technological device ever known to man! Once fully operational, it will spread terror to all who refuse to bow down to vote for Cobra Commander! Cobra!
He's still doing the Weather Dominator. Thank you, Cobra Commander! Thank you for that. Tracking very well, though.
It is tracking.
Early exit polls. I mean, they're still open. Tracking very
Fingers
well.
crossed for Pennsylvania. Still ahead in the loop, we'll talk about alternative fuels and what the auto industry is doing for our ecosystem.
Plus, in DV Tuesday, Chris Gore is here to review the Cloverfield DVD and tell us about all the shaky extras.
And Blair Butler interviews the cast of Hulk and Iron Man at New York Comic Con. You guys stay tuned. More awesomeness ahead.
Today's Around the Net is brought to you by G-Cycle, G4's plan to reduce e-waste. Visit gcycle.org to find local places to ditch your old electronics. In 2007, a film crew set out to document the world of competitive arcade gaming.
I don't drink, I don't smoke. I play video games.
What they discovered instead was an epic conflict.
It's absolute brutality.
G4 presents the battle for gaming's most controversial world record.
If you don't play when the pressure's on, you're really not good enough.
Catch the world television premiere of The King of Kong, June 1st, only on G4.
World Record Headquarters can help you.
Biodegradable.
Here's the only news you need to know.
I'm Allison Hayslip, and here are your top stories. Google announced a new developer sandbox for iGoogle that includes support for their open social APIs. This means Google may be planning on turning their start pages into a social network. Personalized home pages like iGoogle and My Yahoo already have useful applications on them, and since they're normally the first place people go to on the web, they're ripe for social networking functions. Those of you who have been waiting for the PlayStation Home, you'll have to wait just a little bit longer. Sony announced that they need more time to refine the service and won't be expanding the beta to more users until the fall of 2008. In the meantime, it looks like there will be a summer launch of a video download service for the PS3. If all these things come to pass, maybe someday we'll be able to watch movies together on our PS3s using our home avatars to chat about them. In the meantime, if you're using Netflix to rent Blu-ray movies, you're about to pay much more for the privilege of high def. Later this year, Netflix is planning on charging a premium to their subscribers who rent Blu-ray discs. Netflix says the increase will be modest, and they blame the price hike on the fact that Blu-ray discs are more expensive to buy wholesale than regular DVDs. The Groundlings are taking their improv to the internet. If you don't know who or what the Groundlings are, you're probably familiar with many of the actors who were once part of the LA-based sketch comedy group. Will Ferrell, Maya Rudolph, and Chris Parnell all got their start on the Groundlings stage before making their way to Saturday Night Live. Now Sony Pictures Television will work with the Groundlings to distribute 50 digital short films for the web and mobile platforms. The 3 to 5 minute videos will draw on characters developed by the group, and a spokesperson for the Groundlings said their goal is not to make money, it's to give their performers a wider audience. And finally, today is Earth Day, and one organization wants you to spend a week without surfing the web, playing a video game, or watching television. What? The Center for Screen Time Awareness launched their annual Turn Off Week. The movement encourages people to explore healthier alternatives to watching television and using other electronic media. The week runs through April 27th, but do me a favor, people. If you're going to participate, at least wait until Attack of the Show is over. Oh, you know what? And watch X-Play too. You know what the heck, you can start tomorrow. That's it for today. Don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. I'm Allison Hayslip, and you've just been fed.
This weekend, the nerd signal was lit over Gotham City, and thousands of comic geeks answered the call.
Blair Butler fit in nicely and actually got a chance to talk with Lance Fensterman, who's the founder of the New York Comic Con and the head of Marvel Films, about the new Hulk and Iron Man movies.
Welcome to Comic-Con!
I'm here at one of the biggest geek gatherings of 2008, New York Comic-Con. And with San Diego Comic-Con still months away, this is the place to get your first look at all the big comic book movies this summer. Tell me how this con has grown since it started.
The first year we had like 30,000 people. The second year we had 50,000 people, and I was just counting, and I think I've got about 75,000 or so out there. So the show's on fire. Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, what's the biggest draw at the con this year?
You know, Hollywood. Hollywood has come to New York City, so we got all kinds of cool exclusive trailers that we've never had before. We got premiere footage. We got stars. We got directors. We got writers. We got panels. It's awesome.
New York Comic-Con!
Tell us a little bit about Marvel Films.
You know, Marvel Studios has been around for a little over 10 years, so, you know, I'm proud to say it's not a fad, it's not a boom, it's a new genre that's here to stay, and with the films this summer, I think it's only the beginning.
Definitely don't make him angry. The Hulk returns to the screen with a new cast, and this time around, the not-so-jolly green giant takes on the greatest foe he's ever faced.
He was kind of creation of the Cold War, you know, and the original kind of concept of him was KGB, he was a KGB guy, you know. Now he's a special ops, and the military are kind of the bad guys in this case.
As far as I'm concerned, that man's whole body is property of the U.S. Army.
A brute of a different color, Hellboy 2 is perhaps my most anticipated release of the summer.
I will kill anyone if that is necessary.
Why don't you just start with me?
Featuring the same adorable cast of critters from the original.
It's a much bigger movie with a not so much bigger budget, but much bigger scope. The first movie had like 4 or 5 monsters. This one has over 32. In some scenes, there are literally thousands of them at one time.
Now you pissed me off.
Now, have you read a lot of the Mike Mignola comics?
I read all of them. You know, there was a 7-year struggle to get the movie made, and particularly to get the movie made with me as Hellboy. Oh, crap. But once Guillermo prevailed and won his fervent wish for me to play the role, then I steeped myself in all things Mignola.
And finally, the film that promises to fill theaters this May is Iron Man, the story of a billionaire turned superhero.
To peace. The buzz is huge, it feels good, and I will tell you this, the movie lives up to it.
One of the cool things about Iron Man and Hulk is that being under the Marvel Studios banner, there's the possibility for a little crossover.
There is that possibility. Yeah, we've been coy about it, but there definitely are elements seeded into both these films that suggest, like the comics, that these characters live in the same world and could wander into each other's stories at some point.
I prefer the weapon. You only need to fire once.
Once again, an impressive showing at Comic-Con New York, but of course, it's only a glimpse of things to come at the colossal San Diego Comic-Con in July. And as always, G4 will be there to cover the industry's biggest event, bringing you live updates straight from the convention floor. We'll see you in San Diego.
I'm Peter attacking the show!
Whoa! That probably cost us like $5. You can get Mr. T super cheap these days.
No, you can't. And don't forget, on May 3rd, this nation will celebrate Free Comic Book Day.
For more information, go to freecomicbookday.com. And on tomorrow's show, Blair is actually going to be by with her weekly dose of fresh ink comic reviews straight from New York City.
Still ahead, everybody. Gasoline is already over $4
yeah.
here in Los Angeles. When are biofuels and alternative energies going to be ready for mass consumption? We're celebrating Earth Day in the Loop as we search for those answers.
It's fun to burn a bucket of it. And later, in break moments in de-evolution, it's all fun and games until a kid runs over his sister. Then it's fun for everyone. Yay!
The feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
Viewer.
Welcome back to the show. It's time to play Buy, Rent, or Pass on this week's TV Tuesday.
3, 2.
Here he is, our resident film expert, Mr. Chris Gore.
Thanks, folks. Thank you.
Welcome back, Chris. So I want to get into this. So what do we have first?
Cloverfield, which, I mean, was a huge hit. I mean, a big sleeper hit. Not a lot of people saw this coming, and not a lot of people knew about this movie.
You don't think that people saw it coming? It was J.J. Abrams, and, you know, everyone's like, they're going to go see it. It's J.J. So was it really that big of a sleeper hit?
I think so, because it came out, you know, not during the holiday. It came out during some off time, and really surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, I think people, but it's JJ, so everyone's you think that everyone's going to see it. Now, although it looks like, and it not just looks like it, but a lot of it was shot with camcorder, people are saying that the terrific special effects, the sound design, they're not going to really translate on DVD as they did in the theater. Do you agree?
Well, I disagree. I think it depends on, you know, the size TV that you watch it on. I have a 47-inch HD LCD TV, which I highly recommend that you watch this film on, and also with surround sound. That's the thing that makes this film so great, is the surround. But there's so many good special features on this disc.
Well, did you like the movie?
First of all, yeah, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it.
All right, now this movie was highly secretive, and I know there was some stuff that got out, and people knew there was something with the monster, and obviously it was New York, and it might have something to do with 9/11, but a lot of people didn't know about the movie until it's released. So now, does the special features, does it give you any idea of how they were able to keep it so secretive?
Actually, it's funny, they do address that, because they show one of the ADs actually talking to the crew, saying, please keep this all a secret. We want people to be surprised. And they emphasize this throughout, is telling even just all the extras to not say anything about the film. So stuff still got out, you know, because they were shooting on location in New York.
Well, then they put out those pictures of the monster, so we knew it was a monster.
Right. But I mean, the look of the monster, I think, was kept secret for a long time. Usually that's the kind of stuff that gets out. But the special features on this are really what make it. I mean,
they put cast auditions on it?
They put a lot of stuff. They put those kind of things. They've got like some other behind the scenes. They've got alternate endings, which I thought were great.
Oh.
Alternate endings for but the ending that they went with is actually better, just because the contrast of the sort of happy, sad.
At least you can see what they were working with.
Exactly. And Matt Reeves, his commentary is great. He really goes into detail about how they put this whole thing together.
So do you have a bottom line?
Bottom line is, you have to buy this. This is a great disc. Loaded, and it's a great film.
Okay, now, before we move on, J.J. Abrams will be on the loop tomorrow to talk about the movie and the DVD release and maybe some Star Trek stuff. So make sure you guys watch tomorrow. Now, Chris, what do we have next?
A film called The Orphanage.
I watched The Orphanage in the theater.
And it's one of those, you know, scary ghost stories with kids.
I really liked it, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's funny though. It seems like, you know, this is not a genre that's really taken off in the United States. You know, it's I think in Europe and in Asia they're more obsessed with sort of ghost stories with little kids that are creepy.
Yeah.
So I was not.
The lead actress did a good job.
I mean, it does create this tone, and you know, I did enjoy it from that aspect.
Yeah, I remember the mother having some big boobies, and I was like, is she that's all, like, they just put them on display the whole time. Yeah. But they did, and that's what I really remember of the movie. But it seems that, okay, there's a new horror movie DVD coming out every week, so, you know, does this one stand out at all?
Yeah, it definitely stands out. I mean, I definitely think it's worth seeing. And the thing is, though, you know, it's in Spanish with subtitles, which that may turn some people off. Not me, I don't care.
No,
and even all the extras are in Spanish with subtitles.
Okay.
Just to know.
Do you have a bottom line?
Bottom line is, rent this. Definitely see it. It's worth checking out.
All right, thanks so much, Chris.
Cool, thank you.
You guys, make sure to visit filmthread.com for more movie info.
All right, coming up, kids versus fire and kids versus big wheel. The resulting carnage is today's break moments in de-evolution. And later, we'll show you how all three presidential candidates ended up with a new finishing move. Guess what? It's called the epic fail.
If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, ward life. If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, ward life.
Viewer discretion.
Today.
Hey guys, it's Blitz. You know, every day I'm asked, what is this G-cycling about? And I say, oh, it's G4's campaign to raise awareness of the harms of e-waste. And they look at me like... Then I explain, look, you have batteries, old cell phones, gaming systems, and obsolete tech goods. Every year, millions of miles and tons of gadgets are thrown away and dumped into landfills when they could just be G-cycled. And they say, sounds like something a gangster would do. Does the G stand for gangster? And I say, no, but a gangster should do it. And then they're like, G-cycling sounds like a great idea. Dude, come on.
Well done.
That is nice.
Well done. Gangsters killed it, G-cycle.
He knew to stretch it out long enough so that we had to give him more airtime to get to the end.
That's it. Well done, Blitz. Since it's Earth Day, it's a great day to start G-cycle.
Yep.
G-cycle, again, is G4's partnership with Earth 911, aimed at reducing the impact of electronic waste on the environment.
It's something where we here at G4 feel very strongly about. So as you are considering what to do with all those old consoles, computers, cell phones, please remember to G-cycle all your tech. Check out gcycle.org to find local places to ditch your old electronics and start G-cycling. I'm going to bring out my my old DVD player tomorrow.
Are you? I'm going to G-cycle my iPhone. The end of today. I'm going to do it.
Well, I'm one of your local places to ditch your old electronics.
There you go. For those of you who got a video viewer mail on the show today, we've got a special treat for you. G-cycle t-shirts.
And a reusable grocery bag.
Look at that, huh? Both are made from very stylish recyclable materials. Very stylish.
Very stylish. I like this. I actually put it under the thing because I was going to steal it, but
pretty
then we
good.
give it away.
I like it. It's a good website, too. You should check it out. All right, today we are recognizing a special contributor to great moments in de-evolution. Of course, it's break.com.
That's right. It is the website. It's basically the 60 minutes of fuego crushing and roof jumping.
Yes.
And now we are partnering with them to bring you guys all the latest break moments in de-evolution.
Got all the on-air time.
Break is like, you know, it's our first day with you guys. Yeah. We want out.
We're very professional.
We want out.
Very professional.
It's too late.
The world is a dangerous place. Even the ones you can trust, they're the ones that actually will turn upon you in the blink of an eye.
So it's better if you learn that lesson early in life, like this little girl.
There's something right there.
Yeah. Watch out, Claire. Watch out. Oh, Carter.
Thrilled. It turned into like a Cloverfield extra at the end. They're just running in feet.
Okay, Kevin, so how many barbed wire tattoos are you going to give this one? 5 out of 5, just so you know.
I'm going to start off at 3. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5. I think that's a good starting point. Light them up.
Okay, now the Quest for Fire was not only a great movie, but it was also one of early man's greatest achievements.
This is worth 20 gamer points. The quest for finding idiots setting themselves on fire, though, that's what makes this part of our show so much fun. Let me put on the thinking cap and beat this open flame.
I love America.
Yeah?
That's so great.
That was a break moment, indeed.
That's amazing.
I want to break into that moment. We got to come up with something for that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, very like, consider that moment broke. No, break? We'll figure it out. How many barbed wire tattoos are we bestowing upon this gem, Olivia?
That was pretty awesome. I'm going to leave room for improvement, but if it was 4 out of 4 stars, I'd give it 4 out of 4, but it's 4 out of 5.
Okay.
4 out of 5.
Barbed wire tattoos, by the way.
So nice. All the guys at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas have those...
When they're lounging at rehab?
Yeah, those D-bag tattoos.
Yelling at their girlfriends.
If you have one of those...
Their hourly rated girlfriends.
Not cool.
Yeah.
You should kind of scrape it off.
Nothing typifies the downfall of humanity more than backyard wrestling.
Yeah, thankfully, for all of us, these people run a massive risk of hurting themselves and thus thinning out the population.
Jump block. You think it's gonna jump? But there's no obvious it's gonna jump.
Yes!
Oh my God!
Yes!
That looked like my cliff dive, but just a straight
supportive.
Butt flop.
But the other guy broke character and rolled off the table to see if his bro was okay. They wouldn't do that in the pros. That's why you're in the backyard league.
Okay, so how many barbed wire tattoos you giving this out of 5?
5er. Line them up. Line them all up. 5 barbed wire taps.
All right, you guys. For more madness and hilarity at the expense of the stupid, head on over to break.com, your one-stop shopping center for dumb people hurting themselves.
And this concludes today's break moments in de-evolution. Speaking of actually beating up hookers and taking their money, this Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern, G4 will be interrupting our regularly scheduled programming to bring you the very first hands-on demo of Grand Theft Auto 4 with a special GTA 4 exclusive sneak peek.
That's right. It's both a world premiere and a television exclusive that will be coming to you commercial-free, and it's only on G4.
Yeah, take that, other gaming shows on TV.
You need to know this. This is the first moment Rockstar is making gameplay footage available to the public, and we wanted to make sure that you guys got it.
It's G4's special GTA 4 exclusive sneak peek. Again, it's this Sunday at 12 noon Eastern, only on G4.
You guys, it's time for today's epic fail. Now, this week we are once again failing the presidential candidates for pandering to any demographic that will listen to them.
True. We all love wrestling, right? The backyard variety and all kinds, really. Yeah. But let's keep politics out of the ring, because the smell of desperation is worse than King Kong Bundy's jock.
I'm Hillary Clinton, but tonight, in honor of the WWE, you can call me Hillrod.
And to all the forces of division and distraction that have stopped us from making progress for the American people, I've got one question. Do you smell what Barack is cooking?
If you want to be the man, you have to beat the man. Come November, it'll be game over. And what you gonna do when John McCain and all his McCainiacs run wild on you?
Little known fact, when the McCainiacs run wild on you, it sort of looks like lemons having a party, but they're not really lemons. They're older gentlemen who like to get You guys go to g4tv.com/AOTS for the end of my story there, just so you know.
Everything that you saw today and more. X-Play is coming up next. Can you believe McCain is so old? He's still like, the only one he knows is the Hulkamaniacs.
And how did he say Barack? He's like Barack?
Barack Hussein Obama. Clutching my gun.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Pennsylvania. Hope you